Hello, and thank you for having me here today. Thank the Mississauga Muslim Community Center and the CACD for putting on tonight's debate. My name is John Kovac, one of the candidates here, and very, very excited to be here. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I was born here in the city, raised here, and I love the city very, very much. I've put myself down as a candidate for councillor here in Ward 4 because I know the community very, very well. I know Ward 4 particularly well, and I spent a lot of time in my youth here. Mississauga Valley Community Center was kind of like a home to me. I was part of a soccer club for many years. Our home field was right outside here, and now in Ward 4, the campaign office here. I know the residents very, very well. We live here, worked here for a number of years for a former MPP, and I'm very, very excited about the opportunity to represent the people. Thank you.
John Kovac.
Youth mentorship, very, very vital to giving our youth confidence and the ability to believe in themselves. And if we want to tackle this issue, we really got to look at it. Everybody's got to all hands on deck. The city, our businesses, and we've got to be tapping into the youth market, seeing where I think our youth are very, very important. They are our future. We've got to look ways of bringing them on board and hearing from them. I'm actually proud to say in our campaign we have a volunteer offering opportunities to our volunteers to access
Mike, you're up next. Just a reminder to the candidates, when you hear the sound, you still have 10 seconds so you can complete your thought.
Sure. I'll just say that volunteerism is very, very important. I think a lot of people overlook when businesses are hiring. It's very, very competitive. And when a business owner or whoever it might be is making the decision who to hire, quite often what we have the person making the decision. They're looking at when you're basing the decision, if you already have familiarity with one of the let's say candidates in this position, there's a great chance that that person could be hired. So I think. We need to encourage our youth to be volunteering more regularly, and good things can come from that.
Community safety has been mentioned several times as a key issue of this campaign, with crime rates generally dropping and Mississauga almost fully developed. How would you review the regional police budget, which continues to add new officers each year? We're going to start that question with John Kovac.
Thank you, John. On the street for the last 2 months, I've been talking with residents, and this is an issue that comes regularly. Safety in and around our neighborhoods. Been in neighborhoods that appear very, very quiet and very quaint. They're residential roads, and yet you have residents complaining about local crime. They're seeing it on the street, burglaries. Houses across from them. They've suggested to me that having police come out and just cruise every now and then to provide that extra comfort and ward off potential threat would be helpful. But I think we need to do a greater job hearing from our residents and get their take. And often, they're the experts and they've got a lot to offer.
Thank you. Go ahead, John. Go back.
It's difficult to disagree, but I will say that we're going to do a greater job. Maybe not necessarily another residents association. So I'm not disagreeing with everybody here at the table, but I am saying that we've got to do a better job reaching out to the residents. And I think every candidate is doing a job, let's say. I know I'm mindful of the job I'm doing. And residents love being heard from. We've got to get out, get them engaged, talk to them, listen to them. This is my mandate, whether that's through town halls, whether that's utilizing social media, which is a new, very, very innovative way to go about doing this, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it's going to take. So maybe not necessarily a residents association, we do have those. And as Mike pointed out, it's just a political boundary we're talking about. We needed to do a much better job getting to the neighbors, listening to them, and getting them engaged.
John Kovac.
I understand the concern that our residents have, and some here view it as a bit of a reduction in service, if you want to look at it that way. But we also know that it's a bi-weekly for garbage, but it will remain weekly for recyclable waste. And we know that the average homeowner is throwing away around 40% of organic material in their garbage cans. So we've got to do a better job of being more, I think, environmentally friendly, more efficient. And I think when residents hear that statistic, they start to get on board a little bit more with this idea. I know it's new, I know it's innovative, it's progressive, but as far as keeping the environment healthy and being more efficient, I think people do tend to get on board when they hear that. Nobody likes to pay taxes. You have to be sure that we have good services. As a council, elected, committed to tackling and stabilizing. At the same time, we've got to be very mindful of the fact that our property taxes and what we collect helps pay for those good services like road repair and sidewalk repair and garbage collection and snow removal and on and on. So it is a collective paying for the things that we have around us, the services that we need to keep us happy, improve our lifestyle in Mississauga, the city that we've come to raise our families, live comfortably, and be very, very happy and content here.
Mike?
Yeah, it's difficult to say. I think definitely on our residential roads, we've got to narrow down and look to see why we're having the kind of speeding that I've seen. I've seen it directly while canvassing. I've seen on Wilcox Avenue as a nightmare. I've seen on Molly, all of these secondary streets, really, really bad. People are neglected. And I think even on those roads that you're mentioning, Jonathan, even if we lower them, it's not going to change the fact that certain drivers are going to go however fast they want to go. So we've got to find a way to better educate our drivers, our young and our old, and those who are a bit aggressive on the road, and look at definitely in the more residential areas, maybe introduce more stop signs or temporary speed bumps. It's a nightmare out there in certain areas.
Thank you.
If I get elected, I'm going to be very, very much committed to safety, increasing safety in our areas, in and around our schools, our parks, our neighborhoods, on our roads. I think what residents of Ward 4 want, they're looking for somebody who is honest and is going to be very loyal and very, very hardworking. Return their calls promptly, get out to them, listen to them. I think there's often a misconception that the experts are only those who maybe perhaps work at the city. No. Who would know our neighborhoods better than those who actually live in that neighborhood? And I think working together collectively,
Can you believe
this
it?
is neighborhood, this is community, is my mandate. Work very, very hard on behalf of the people.